Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning. Thank you. I am Rayhan Syarustami
and Regina Putri.
And we will be accompanying you for the next 1 hour in our talk show today. Greetings to our viewers in the home today who's watching our videos tonight and or anywhere, whenever you are right now. And greetings to you and thanks for having me with us here. And today we're gonna talk about the morphology analysis of Taylor Swift's Red album. Okay, we're from Group 5. The analysis of English morphology, Taylor Swift's album Red, and we're gonna have a great super guest star. But before that, we're gonna tell you what this talk show about. We're gonna talk about the guest star, about the Taylor Swift, of course, the main star, about the album, and then the results. Of course, the result of the analysis. And then we're gonna talk about our guest star, who will be delivered by my co-host, Mrs. Regina.
Okay, for the guest star is Dedi Sulaiman. Dedi Sulaiman was born in Bandung, December 29, 1979. His last education was a doctoral degree from University of Pajajaran. Graduating on December 29, 2020 with a 40 GPA.
Wow.
Okay, Dedi Sulaiman teaches at Queen Sunan Gunung Jati, Bandung in phonology, morphology, language, and advertising, as well as EFL teaching methodology courses. And Dedi Sulaiman has 40 intellectual property rights and registered patents in the world of hypnotherapy. He has been certified GH, CHT, and CI, as well as NLP. As an assessor, he is certified by CUV Rayulan.
Okay. So you have heard about our guest star already. We're gonna call out our guest star today, Mr. Dedi Sulaiman. How are you feeling today?
I am feeling amazing today.
Maybe we can have a seat.
Okay.
So we can talk freely, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Dedi, how are you feeling today?
I am great as always.
That's great.
That's great.
Okay, thank you for visiting us today.
Yeah, I am happy to be here.
Okay, so before we move into our discussion, we have to know about our main topic today. Our main topic is the Taylor Swift, the singer. So, her full name is Taylor Allison Swift. Who is she? She was born on December 13, 1989. She is a singer, songwriter, producer, director, actress, businesswoman, and she is active from 2004 until now. He is under the label Republic and Big Machine Entertainment.
This is nice because of December and 1989. December with me the same. And then 1979, 89, we have the different about 10 years. 10 years.
That's some unique facts about Mr. Dedi and Mrs. Taylor Swift. Okay. If you look at the slide, her discography straddles genres and her narrative songwriting, often inspired by her personal life, has received critical praise and widespread media coverage. She was born in West Reading, Pennsylvania. Swift moved to Nashville, Tennessee at the age of 14 to pursue a career in country music. She signed a songwriting contract with Sony or ATV Music Publishing in 2004 and a recording deal with a Big Machine Records in 2005 and released her eponymous debut studio album in 2006. That's great. That's really great achievement from Taylor Swift. And this is, we have discovered the 10 Taylor Swift biggest career achievements. And we got this list from thethings.com. If you look at the slide, you can see the first is she is credited as a writer for every one of her songs. Maybe Regina, you can continue.
Okay, the second one was the youngest to win a Grammy for Album of the Year.
The youngest.
Yes. For the third, she has the most EMS by an artist. The fourth was the highest paid female musician of the 2010s. And she was a silence breaker and is a huge women's rights activist. Her reputation tour is the highest grossing in US history. Being an influential person in Time magazine 3 times, was named Artist of the Decade in 2019. Released a documentary, Miss Americana, on Netflix in 2020, and has over 50 million albums sold with 7 albums.
That's great.
Has over 15 million albums. So that's
15 million.
That's impressive for a young woman like her.
I like her as well. I like her as well.
Not that. Okay, next we're going to talk about the album Red. This is the second re-recorded album by Taylor Swift and released 12/9/2021 through Republic Records as the recording of Swift's first studio album Red and the follow-up to her first re-recorded album Fearless, Taylor's version. And 30 songs. This album has 30 songs. That's a lot, okay?
Yeah.
This is the list. We're not gonna read it for you, so you're gonna read it for yourself, okay? You're adult, right? you can read, okay?
Sure.
You can read. So we're gonna show you the slide. This is the songs, and then yeah, this is the another one.
There are so many.
Yeah, here's so many. Okay, let's move to the fourth about the morphology. This is the main course, the main topic, the main dishes of today's talk show. Okay, so in this slide, morphology deals with syntax of complex words and parts of words also called morphemes, as well as with the semantics of their lexical meanings, understanding how words are formed and what semantic properties they convey through their forms enables human beings to easily recognize individual words and their meanings in this course. Okay? So, free and bound morphemes. Please read it.
Okay, today we have a question for you, Mr.
Okay.
The first one is, can you tell us about free and bound morphemes?
Well, this is a very basic one for our course in morphology about the free and bound morphemes. You know, the free and bound morpheme will vary and it will be based on the language. Probably for Arabic, the free and morpheme for bound morpheme is difficult to define. Because in Arabic, you know, the words like ak, okay, the free morpheme would be ak, and ab. Because the vowels in Arabic is the morpheme itself. You know, when you say kataba, so the word kataba in Arabic, it has many morphemes. This is not free morpheme because the a and a in kataba it bounds to the past and huwa as the subject. So for general one, the free morphemes is the minimal unit of meaning that it is independent. This is independent. Whereas the bound morpheme is the lexical item that incorporated into a word as dependent part. So this is dependent. Dependent means it cannot stand alone. When we are saying happiness, okay, we have happy andness. When I say happy, you know the meaning. But when I say ness, you cannot have the meaning. So the ness here is bound to the independent one, that is happy. So happy here is free morpheme and ness is bound morpheme. Does it make sense for you, lady and gentlemen?
That's very makes sense. Thank you for explanation. Okay, we'll move to the next slide. If you look at the slide, this is about derivational morphology. Derivation is concerned with the way morphemes are connected to existing lexical forms as affixes. We distinguish affixes into two principal types. One, prefixes attached at the beginning of a lexical item or base, morpheme, X. If you look at the example, I can't read it clearly for you. You can read it for yourself. The second is suffixes attached at the end of lexical item, and you can see the example in the slide. But our question is, this is about derivational morphology. We heard about the other morpheme, inflectional morphemes. Can you explain us about inflectional morphemes?
All right, derivational morphology. You know, the word derivation also is the complex morpheme because it derives from derivate and then derivation and derivational. So there are two morphemes here, two bound morphemes here. But you know, in morphology, derivational suffixes is the affixes that change the part of speech. And also the meaning is different. You know, when we are talking about meaning, we have to think about the language in particular language. So when you say, what is the meaning of table? And then your answer is meja, that is not the meaning. That is the translation, not the meaning. But when, so what is table? Table is a thing that has the legs. Probably, usually we have 4 legs. And this is used to write something or to put something, and that is the function of table. So that is meaning. So derivational morphology, derivational suffixes has the characteristic. The first is changing the part of speech, and the second one is changing the meaning. For example, when I say happiness, happy is the state of being cheerful. For example, that is the meaning. And happiness is the abstract form of being happy. That is the difference. So happy and happiness in English mind is different meaning. Because happiness is abstract, so you have to think in English the state of being cheerful and the abstract of happy is different. So probably because we are Indonesian, we can think that's adil. So what is adil? So you have to define what is adil. And then in Bahasa Indonesia, we know keadilan, we know pengadilan, we know also peradilan. So if you can define yourself, what is the difference between pengadilan and peradilan, you can define yourself, the meaning is different. So that's why when we are talking about meaning, we have to say it, to discuss it in particular language, the definition. So this is derivational morphology. Derivational suffixes mean the characteristic is change the part of speech. Happy is adjective, and then happiness is a noun, different part of speech. And also the meaning. Happy is the state of being cheerful, then happiness is the abstract. You know, can you imagine abstract? Abstract means what about your happiness today? Happiness, okay, you have to imagine the abstract of being cheerful. That is the meaning. Okay, I hope it makes sense for you.
Thank you for the explanation. Okay, we're going to move the results of the analysis. So we decided to choose only 5 songs from the album due to time and other section. So we have Red, All Too Well, Everything Has Changed, 22, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. We're going to analyze those 5 songs, okay? Songs number 1 is Red, Taylor's version. So in the first songs, Remembering. Is it
first?
correct?
Is it line
line 1 and
line
2?
2 first?
So we
but your question is
yeah,
okay.
from the line 27 until line 29. But our question is remembering. Is it a correct analysis about is it contain how much morphemes in the word?
Well, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we can see the slides. Although you are asking about these parts, I think it is better for me to analyze and describe about the first line. Okay, you know, the morphology has the function to analyze the language. Although we can see this is ing form, like loving and driving, but in loving, this is participle. Okay, participle. This is active participle. The position, the form, and the function of ing form here is different. Although you know this is loving and driving, but it has different function. Loving here is the active verb. Loving him, okay, loving him. This is active. It's light, okay. You know, after the word like I like running, I like reading, okay. After this word like, we have to put the gerund one, okay. So this is gerund. So loving and driving is different. Loving is active verb, while driving here is after the word like, okay. But because morphology is how to analyze, you have to choose this verb as a different analysis. Well, yeah, and also we have here patient. Okay, patient is noun. Then passionate is also a noun. But we have to think about the concrete one or the abstract one. We have to think that in this word, in this context, we need passionate, not patient, but patient. Ending suddenly, okay, this is right. And then your question is remembering. You are asking me, is it right? When you say that remembering consists of prefixes, okay, we have to think. We will be back to our definition. The definition of morpheme is the minimal unit of meaning. Remember that? Minimal unit of meaning. We have to emphasize the meaning. When you say that remember, you know, in English, replay, okay, replay. But here, member and remember is different thing, okay? We have to think that re and member has different meaning. So remember is one meaning. Please remember. So remember is a free morpheme. It cannot separate into re and member, because if you separate into re and member, we have the different meaning. Re and member cannot be added by re. What is re in member? So remember is a verb, so it has one meaning. So remember is one meaning. But when this is remembering, so this is not prefix. So remembering is here, right, suffix. Remember and ing. So in the word remembering, we have to analyze there are two morphemes, remember and ing. So remember cannot be separated into re and member. Remember is one morpheme, remembering two morphemes. Remember and ing. Okay? Is it understood? That's
yeah.
Okay.
Present. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, most of the songs numbers. That's great.
In the second songs, we have All Too Well by Taylor Swift. For the question is, I'm curious how you analyze to this position. Is that word correct? Oh, sorry.
How you analyze that?
Okay.
How you analyze this position and upstate?
Upstate. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. You know, in English words, all English word ended by shen is a noun. All English word, like position. And the word position also cannot be separated into smaller parts, like decision. You know, conclusion is from conclude and shen. Revision would be revise and shen. But position cannot be separated into position or possess. No, position is one morpheme. Okay, ended by shen, like lotion, lion. Okay, ended by shen, yen. But this is one morpheme, and this here is a prefix. Prefix. This is how to be contrary. Okay, this and disposition. So disposition consists of two morphemes. The first is this, like this line. Okay, this disposition, this. Okay, and then upstate also. This is called by okay, the word state, and in English we know like upgrade, upstate, upstairs. So up has the meaning of being a higher level, being higher level. So when you have to define the words, you can say the word in other words, like up, yeah, higher level, or upstairs, you know, upgrade, okay, upstate. So the English word consists of preposition and the noun here. Preposition and noun. So in English words, this is common to add the preposition and the noun itself. Probably in Sundanese, in Bahasa Indonesia, I didn't find this category, but English has the potential to add preposition and noun. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. We're gonna move to the songs number 3. Everything has changed. In the line 5 until 8 and line 55 until 62. So the question is, in those songs, there's one word that make you confused. Does the word freckles contain suffixes or prefixes? Is it just one word or the combination of prefixes or something, sir?
Well, would you like to recheck whether this is single S or double S in freckles? Do you retype yourself? If this is okay, if you have dictionary in your phone, for here, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to recheck, if this is us with us, I could analyze by myself. It could be one morpheme. Because in English, the what single us.
Single.
Okay, the single us. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we have to analyze the words, the morphology, let's see. This is the symptom. This is the sign. When this is and, okay, and then this is eyes. This is eyes. So, and probably in TOEFL question also the same. This is called by parallelism. Parallelism means we have to choose the best answer based on parallelism. If this is plural,
yes.
so after and, it must be plural. So this is right when you say this is single us because it shows plurality, eyes and freckles. So your question, sir, is it right that this is one morpheme? It could be two morphemes. The first is freckle, and then the second is plural. Like this is I is the free morpheme, and eyes because we have two eyes. So us is to show plurality. So this is why the single us is to show plurality in English nouns.
Thank you, sir. Really big thank you. Okay, move to songs number 1, please.
Okay, the first song is 22 by Taylor Swift. In the line, and the this fourth song we talk about, I really want to ask you, how would you analyze the word miserable and magical?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I think the song and the content of your song is very good to be an example of morphological analysis. Okay, let's see again and again. This is about and, okay, this is parallelism. So that's why in TOEFL questions, we have parallelism as the parts of TOEFL questions. You know, the morphology itself has the function to analyze. Okay, for English native, this is a native, like it is miserable and magical. But you know, these two words are adjective, but these two words are different in morphological suffixes. The first is by adding able or able to show adjective, capable, okay, and then capable, and then unforgettable. Able is to show that the word is adjective. So for miserable, this is adjective, but for magic, okay, magical, we cannot add by magicable. In English, this is not native. For English native, magical is adjective. So this is adjective and this is adjective. So this word ended by able or able, but for this one ended by o. Magical, musical, instrumental, that is adjective. So for you, ladies and gentlemen, when the English words ended by able or o, this is adjective.
Okay, thank you, sir. So we're already at the last bite of our main dishes today. Song is number 5. We're the last question. Is there any word in this slide that attract your attention to be analyzed? Because we really don't find anything to be
this is
questioned.
Yeah. No, if you have no question, I will ask you. Is it okay?
I think it's not okay, sir.
This is not okay. You know, like I am. Okay, in the word I am here, I am. What do you think? You can answer, or ladies and gentlemen here, I am. Is it one word or two words? I am. In this one, okay? In this writing system, because this is morphology. In the word I am, is it one word or two words? So we are going to be upset. Is it one word or two? You know, I is one word, am is one word. But when you see this, I am. So in the midterm test, I am going to make the test. I am. Does it consist of one word or two words? And then you will be upset. Okay. So in English we have the apostrophe, and this is the apostrophe. So when you know that I is one word and am is one word, and also I am is one word, because you know one word is the combination of letters between spaces. That is the definition, between spaces. You know, this is space, you know, in your typing space here, this is space, then it means one word. One word. Fine, this is space, one word. But this is space and this is space, so this is one word. One word that consists of more than one meaning. Like I and am, it has two meanings, right? I and am. That is consists of that and is. I've been writing, I've been studying, I am sees. Okay, that is interesting, right? That's very interesting. So also really, probably for some common people, really would be one word. This is one word, but it consists of two morphemes. Real and be. And what about gonna? How many morphemes in gonna? How many morphemes is it good? I'm gonna be gonna. How many morphemes? One, maybe. Many, probably. Okay, we have to analyze firstly. Gonna. What is the free morphemes? What is the root form of gonna? Okay, you are right. Gonna consists of go and ing, right? Going. Is it going or going to? Is there any to in gonna? In I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna be going to be. Okay, I'm gonna be. Gonna here going to, right?
Yeah.
Going to.
Going to.
Not only go and ing, but going to. I'm gonna be. So I am going to be, right? So gonna has the root form from going to. So going to has to and going. Going consists of go and ing. So it consists of 3 morphemes. Any other else? Your questions?
No.
Okay.
I think that's enough.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for the information. So from the
Okay.
songs number 1 and songs number 5. Okay, unfortunately, seems look like we at the end of the talk show. We're running out of time today.
Okay.
So thank you for our viewers at the home and who's staying here watching us directly and who's watching us from home. Stay at home, still stay at home because new variant of COVID is coming to Indonesia. Okay, so thank you for being with us for almost 40 minutes, I guess. So thank you for Mr. Didi for coming here.
Okay.
So thank you for all people, for my friend, my dear friends.
You're welcome.
That's for all of us. Okay. Yes, Regina, who wants to say something?
Nothing.
Okay, nothing. So I would say this is a goodbye for us. Thank you for watching and goodbye. See you around. Bye.
See you.